The stage manager is an integral member of the production team. What does the stage manager do? Let's find out.
My job as stage manager is to basically do all the things that the directors don't do or have time to do. Kind of like be the organization of it all and make sure everything's in place for the show, everything's ready, and then finally when it's showtime to run the show, run the lights, run the sound, all that good stuff.
So some of the things that stage manager does or that I've done is helping with rehearsal reports. So that's just a good communication piece for all the people involved in a production. Just a sheet of paper that has kind of the info, what's needed, what happened. Just having good organizational skills to start. So making sure that your script is ready, it's organized, you have the blocking written in there. So if actors have questions, you can say, yeah, you move here and then.
In the beginning, I basically write down all the blocking for the actors, give their lines if they need help during rehearsals.
And then once it kind of gets into tech, your job gets a little busier. You're learning what your cues are, where they're going to be, how to call those cues, working with lights and sound to make sure that those lights and cues are moving when you want them to. And then it's kind of in tech Greek, it's very much on you where you can get a stop and go rehearsal where you're learning how to where those cues go, and that's your chance to learn how to do your part of the show. And then once you're in the show, you're up there in the booth and you're going away at it. And it's really fun to be there and calling the cues and just kind of watching the show go, go, go. It's really fun.
I'm up in the booth now and calling all the lights and the sound. So basically calling the cues is having every time when there are new lights or new sound happening in a scene and writing it all down in my script, reading the whole script through as it's happening on stage, and when new lights and sound are supposed to appear, I say lights and sound, go.
So when an actor says ABC, lights go. When an actor says XYZ, sound go. So you have all these different cues in there, and it'll have a number assigned to the cue, and so you're just communicating with your light board and soundboard ops that when I say this number go, you go, and that light turns on or off, that sound goes on. Yeah, it's just a lot of little marks and notes in a book.
Oh, what makes a good stage manager? You have to be super organized and kind of paying attention the whole time.
Good communication skills, good organizational skills. If you're not organized yourself, it's gonna be hard to keep a show organized. Also have a love of theater. I mean, that's why you're doing it. But just if you're not always if you don't always want to be out on the stage in the spotlight, stage manager is a great way to still be involved and still have a very important role in the show, even if it's not on the lead, but it's still, they're a lead in their own way. That's kind of, the top three. If you start with those, you can probably do the rest.